Hi everyone. Good evening. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're watching me. Wow, it's good to have you here. Let me know where you're reaching out to me from. Let me know where you are, how the weather is, how your day is going. You know, it's always fun here in the live stream. Welcome, everybody. I appreciate that you tuned in to watch today's episode. Oh, wow, you're amazing. Before we continue, please remember to give the stream a thumbs up because I am so happy to have you here. I want to share the stream right now so that a lot more people can join. So, if you will just allow me to do that, and then we can come back to the stream. Please remember to give the stream a thumbs up. Okay, it means a lot to me. It means a whole lot to me. But yeah, let me know where you're reaching out to us from. Hi, Belinda, I see you. Hi, Tope. Tope, how are you? How is Nigeria? Good to have you on the stream. You all are amazing. And let me know how your day went today. Just let's talk a bit before we go into today's session. Today I'm hoping to have a few people who will be sharing their experiences on the topic that we have shared from today. So I'm just looking forward to having all of you right here. Let me just share this in a bit and let's get going. Okay. So I'm just sharing my stream so that I can have people join me. Just a minute. Yeah. So basically, let me know how your day went, and yeah, let me know how your day went, and let me know just basically how your day is going. It's 7 p.m. GMT here, so I'm really happy to see all of you on the live stream. Wow. Hi, Belinda. How are you doing? How was your day? How was your day? And let me know how your day went. How is the weather and all that? I'm trying to share my stream so that I can have a lot more people join in. Yeah. Okay. Great. So, great. I think I'm just about done. And then we can do this. All right. I mean, for me, recently we've been having power issues. So that has made, everything a bit uncomfortable. But now, I mean, I don't know what's going on in the country, but we are experiencing power issues. And basically, that has been it for me. So it makes working, some way, but you can't complain. I hope a few people will join and then we will get going. Okie dokie. Right. I'm trying to share my stream because this is not a random, live stream. So I want to just try and share it because they keep complaining I don't invite people. So let me just share this and then we can have people come on in. Great, great, great. I'm just about finishing and then we can have people joining. Great. Okay. Thank you. Great. So, how has your day been? Tope, thank you so much for joining. Belinda, your network. Oh, sorry about that, but I hope it gets better though. So, basically, how my day has been, it's been okay. I'm pretty much used to how my day turns out these days. And basically, I really don't look forward to a lot of things. I mean, I take the day as it comes. I take every day as it comes, and just taking a day at a time. I have really, really, really tried to work on that and not to worry about, whatever is going on, whatever, especially things that I don't have control about. So I basically just will take my day as it comes and take everything easy and slow, do what I can do, those I can't do, leave it, like, those kind of things. So I really, really, really do not want to be stressing myself because there are definitely things that you don't have control over. So it's just fine, it's just okay. But those that you have control over, yeah, you try and you do something about it. Those you don't have control over, just move on and you do what you can do. So basically, today we'll be having a conversation around working from home. Okay, basically sharing experiences about working from home and how it's been for you. I'm going to definitely share my experience and all that. But if you don't mind, just leave your experiences in the chat or in the comment section. And then if you can join the live stream, I'm going to share the link in the stream so that you can join and also join in the conversation with me. It's going to be a great evening. I don't intend to stay for so long like I always do. But I'm looking forward to a fun evening as always so that we can have a great discussion and all of that. Hi, Lifestyle by Aaron A. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you, I see you, I see you. How's your day been? I hope your day has been great. I've shared the stream link, so if you want to join, that will be great. Feel free to join from the link down there, and then I can just add you to the stream. Okay. Yeah. So basically, we are going to be discussing about experiences with working from home, the challenges we've had, the pros and cons, and how we can get better because it is going to stay with us for a very long time. So like we all know, um, so technically my organization has been working from home for a year. This month is a year. So, I mean, from our organizational culture, we have been able to implement a work from home policy even before we had to start working from home. So it wasn't so difficult to, you know, um, it wasn't so difficult to evolve with the new normal of working from home. And you all know that COVID hit us and a lot of things changed. We had to start getting used to certain things that we never were used to. We had to start wearing nose masks. We had to start washing our hands regularly. We had to start, being so careful about our environments. We had to start, trying to um, get used to certain things that we were not used to, things that we were just not used to at all. But COVID made us to adjust with our living, how we live in our societies. You can't even eat with somebody because in your mind, everybody is COVID prone. Like, so yeah. Hello, Truvon. Wow, nice to see you. Nice to see you all. I'll be reading your comment soon. So basically, that is how COVID has made us evolve and metamorphosize in our whole habits and all that. So we had to start working from home, especially for organizations that have are free to work remotely. I mean, for other companies or organizations, you needed the physical presence to work within the organization. Your bosses need to see you physically, and that's understandable. For some products and services, you need to be there physically to have your operations go on. But for others, especially within the digital landscape, it was okay to work from home or work remotely wherever you are in the world. So basically, that is how we have evolved as a people or as organizations in in the current century that we find ourselves. So our conversation is going to be around how we have evolved and how we are living currently and what the future holds for us. So that's just background to what COVID has brought us has made us to adjust to washing our hands, doing things we really never used to do. And so, yes, feel free to um, leave in the comments section your experiences with working from home. I'm going to be reading them out. I'll share my bits, and then we can have a great conversation this evening on the live stream. So, Lifestyle by Raina is saying that it sometimes becomes boring working from home because you don't get anyone to mingle with. I have experienced that as well. It's always almost boring at home, but when you're with family, so most of the times I'll dash to my family just so I have company around. That is one of the cons of working from home. It can really be boring and you are just so buried in your work and you know everything. But let me know your experiences, Sally. Some of the challenges that you've had with adjusting to working from home, how it's been for you, what are the pros, what are the cons, and how we can get better at working from home. So basically, those are what we are going to be discussing. If you want to join the live stream, I'll share the link. You can come on in and we have a conversation briefly, and then we just go like that. Yeah, True One, welcome. Lifestyle by RNA says, personally, I'm working for myself, so I set my own rules. Yes, that's true. You strategize your working hours or your working times, and then you're able to work, do other things that matter to you in terms of cooking, taking care of your family, and all of that. So it's very, very, very important. Hi, Desire Dan, so good to see you. Good to see you. I think this is a new face. Desire, I'm so glad that you joined. Guys, please remember to give the streams a thumbs up. So we have been talking about, oh, hi, Henrietta. Good to see you. Hi, Jessica. Hello, Kwame. Kwame, you have been working from home for a long time. So please, I'm waiting to read comments from you. So basically, I have already given the background of what has happened to us. I mean, the pandemic hit us and we needed to adjust to certain things, wearing nose masks, washing our hands regularly, sanitizing our hands. And finally, we have a vaccine and all that. But before all of these happened, we needed to adjust as organizations and companies working from home. Now, if you didn't have a work from home policy as an organization, it meant that your HR or your head of department or whatever needed to come up with a work from home policy or strategy where you can also, report and where your work can be tracked that indeed you're working, even though you're working from home, you're reporting correctly and all that. Plus, if you're in an organization where you needed to be physically present, like the bank, the manufacturing, basically, you needed to be physically present to work within the organization. So, how have we adjusted to working from home? I'm waiting to read from you all and then we can get going. But I'm going to be sharing my experiences. If you want to join the stream, please feel free and join. I'm leaving the link right here so that you can join. True One says wearing of the nose mask. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was really uncomfortable from the beginning. But as time goes on, we got pretty used to it, um and then we had to adjust. Yeah. Nose mask. So I mean, in my organization, we already had a work from home policy even before the pandemic hit us. So people could freely work from home if they woke up and they weren't feeling so well. And yeah, we already had a work from home policy as long as you had correct reporting lines to your immediate report or to your subordinates, whatever it is. You inform the HR, you're free to work from home. And then because we all have laptops and we can work remotely and internet access. So before the lockdown, we were already working from home. But then now that we foresaw ourselves working for a long time. Technically, it's a year now working from home. We needed to re-strategize and put things in place for business continuity, because the fact that we are working from home or there's a lockdown doesn't mean that the work halts. So business goes on. We had a business continuity strategy plan and everything, and that needed to be implemented going forward and for the future. Kwame says, I started working from home before the pandemic hit so hard. It didn't feel different at all, and I'm a freelancer, so I report to no one exactly but my bank account. So it made it easy to do it my own way. That's very true. That's so true. That's so true. So personally, that is how we have been able to adjust to the new protocols. I won't say it's a new normal. I mean, it has become part of us for a whole year or something. So, first of all, we are going to look at the pros of working from home. I believe that working from home makes you truly independent. Like, you're able to plan your schedule, like Lifestyle by RNA said. You're able to plan your schedule, plan your day. Yeah, you are very independent. Like, you work at your own pace, and it's going to be very routinish, but the only thing is you're not going to pick a car to go to the office or walk to the office. You are not going to go through all the stress of traffic, but once you wake up, you do what you got to do, and then you sit in front of your laptop, you plan your schedule. Maybe you're going to work for 3 hours because you have a meeting to catch up with, and then you have your breakfast, which I always almost forget to do. So you do that, and then you probably plan your day. Maybe you have to take a little nap, an hour nap. You have to eat your lunch. And so you plan your whole day. You can actually dash to go get some groceries, come back. So, I mean, it all depends on you and how you go about it. So that is it. And personally, sometimes you wake up, you're in your pajamas and you're working because, I mean, no, you don't have anywhere to go. You are indoors. So yes, that is also one of the great things about working from home. You're very independent about yourself, and then you plan your whole schedule. It's like you are your own boss. As long as you get the work done, that is it. And that has been evolving, because if not, you go to the office, it's so routine. Every hour you have to go for lunch at a certain time, you have to do this at a certain time. But when you're home, you can plan that out, and that's really a great point. So um okay. Okay, Desire says, I think the mental health implications with working from home is very significant. That is very true. It's so easy to be burned out, like, because you tend to work extra hours. You don't even get time for yourself. You're working long hours, and then it's just you burying yourself in is you burying yourself in your work and all that. True one, sorry, I have put my phone on silent. Is you working, and you don't even have anywhere to go. You're always indoors. And we're going to talk about how to actually put it down in the future, how you can work on our mental health, especially with working from home, because you don't get to meet people, you don't get to meet your colleagues and all that. So we will talk about it. How can we, get better in building on our mental health, because always indoors, and if you are an outdoor person like me, you're going to be homesick, and you probably just go for walks later in the evening to refresh your mind, to refresh your soul. It's very important. Henrietta says, sounds great. I don't like routines much, so I don't think I want to work from home all the time. I want to work from the beach something. I know, right? As long as you can get the work done, it doesn't matter where you are. Just get the work done and then we are moving. The beach is a great idea. I think I should explore that. Actually. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, let me know what the pros for working from home, especially if you have been working from home. Kwame shared with us that, I mean, he's a freelancer. He doesn't report to anyone but his bank account, very necessary. So he just takes it easy on his own, and then he plans out his day and all that. I mean, I've also realized that when you're in being independent, right, in working from home, you are able to be very productive. Yeah. I mean, from my experience, you're able to be very productive. You get a lot of work done because this is it. You don't have any interferences. I mean, especially, but with the exception of those who have kids and babysitting and all that, it's very hard to say that you can get a lot of work done. I'm not in that position, so I may not be able to speak to it. But from my experience, it's possible to get a lot of work done. Now, look at this scenario. When we are in the office, sometimes you get carried away in certain conversations, and then you tend to forget about a particular task. Especially for me, I multitask a lot. See, it's not even funny. Sometimes I'm so surprised at how I can multitask. If you look at my tabs, I'm looking at so many things at the same time or intermittently. So it's very easy for you to be carried away when you're having conversations with other people and not getting the work done properly. But if you're working from home and you kind of like have a to-do list, things that you want to do and close at certain times, you are able to concentrate, or I am able to concentrate in this case, and get the work done at that time. If I'm not able to get it done, I push, further. So that is another, great thing that has helped me. I get to have a lot of work done within that time. Let me read some of these. True, when I've put my phone on silent, okay. Osei Kwame says, working from home has been incredibly great for me. Imagine not moving from my studio, interacting on the internet, and getting paid all digitally. It's been great. I think most people are now looking for remote work options because one, it pays well. Two, there are less resources involved. You don't have to pay for the rental of your working space. You don't have to pay for electricity. You don't have to pay for water. So you just have to pay people bills and give them the necessary resources that they need to work with, which is great. Thank you for that. True Vaughn says, I don't think the problem is working from home, but the fact that we are restricted in our movement. Okay. It affects us mentally, and then we get stressed and the cycle repeats. That's true. That's true. So when your movement is restricted, especially, unfortunately, we don't have a curfew, but let's just say that we are always indoors. I can't imagine the mental burnout that people are going to be experiencing. I had a cousin in China at the time when they were in lockdown for like 3 months. This boy will literally call me, sis, Charlie, I'm so burnt out. Like, I feel like I'm going mad. I've been indoors for like 3 months. And it was that bad. They can only go out to get groceries or food or and very important necessities. Sorry, that's tautology. Important necessities. Hey, one extra me brothel. But he was literally like, he felt like he was going mad, and I was like, hey, chill, get a movie, like hang out with your friends more, but be careful, like adhere to social distancing, that kind of thing, or go out for a walk when you can, and it's time, and it's a very good time to do that. So the mental health is very important in trying not to be stressed, about work. Henrietta says, yes, I would love to explore the beach. For the mental health aspect, Kwame says, if you are someone who is a bit introverted, it's not difficult. I can be by myself for as long as I have internet. Wow. I also can, but to some extent, yeah, to some extent, I can't. I have to go out pay. However, I make time to go out and be in nature in the form of walks, hikes. That's very true. Or invite few friends over to play games. Great. I won't give up working from home for anything else anytime soon. It's fun. Oh yeah, it's fun. It's so fun. I mean, for me, when I need company, for instance, I would just dash to my parents' place in Kaswa because I have family. So even there, I'm able to plan my day, my schedules. If I have to fix lunch for the family or breakfast, I wake up very early, fix breakfast, start work at 8 or 8:30, latest 9, and then I know that I have to fix lunch for them. So I have to work, do a lot of work within the 3 hour to lunch and then fix lunch and then come back. And so it's not so routine-ish because after work I help my mom at the shop and then I get to interact with people. But here it's just me and me alone. So wake up in the morning, I do other things. I try to edit my videos, watch a movie, listen to music, enjoy some wine. Like I get to do a lot of things, go out for walks, for some fresh air. And then yeah. Um okay, Kwame says he won't give up working from home anytime soon. It means that the necessities really need, so it's important. I know, right? I know, right? You really need one. So yeah, it's been so great. It's been so great. I mean, looking at another pro, right? It's always great working from home. It's been a great experience. You don't really get to lose much because apart from the fact that you have to take care of your feeding and all that, you don't cater for transportation unless you have to go somewhere. But if you're home, you don't really have anywhere to go unless you have an engagement somewhere, a meeting somewhere, and then you go. But apart from that, your transportation money is saved, and yeah, basically, but you're using the usage of your utilities are going to be high because you're almost always indoors. So that is something that you may have to consider when working from home. And also, actually for me, I have been working from home for a longer time, so I'm able to know the things I need to take note of when I have to do some other things, right? Yeah. Now, another thing that I have realized that, yeah, important necessities. Another thing that I've realized with working from home is that you need to build on, no, not that you need to, but personally, it has helped me build on my communication and multitasking skills. I mentioned that earlier. So, in the sense that when you are physically present in the office, right? You are either doing one thing at a time or you are communicating with your colleagues in person and they can see your body language and everything is exposed like that. But working from home, sometimes you even misinterpret messages. You'd always prefer to call to really understand what the person is saying. So, I mean, in building that whole communication gap, you have to know that you'll be doing a lot of communication to and fro the internet, right? I'm about to drive now, so I love and leave you. Oh, great. Thank you so much, Kwame. Stay safe, drive carefully, and wear your seatbelt. Thanks so much. So you need to work on your um, communication skills. Very, very important because you need to be up and doing. If your boss or there's an email, you need to you need to be responsive. Work on your communication skills. Like be up there. Like it should be there. Communicate properly. Um, if it's a call, you have to be in a meeting. And when you're working from home, everything is digital. Everything is digital. So you're using your laptop, you're in a meeting on any software, you are hitting up someone to check something for you, you are on a call because it's probably urgent, you are, you know, you're doing all that almost at the same time. You're texting, emailing, communicating virtually, via softwares in a meeting, and sometimes you even tend to, you know, not keep up with some of the things that you are doing. So for me, I've learned about writing things down, that things that I want to do or I need to follow up on. It's easier to track it when I write it down than to think that I will remember it off head. So that's also something that we can take note of. Another thing, so I don't know for you, if there are some things that you believe that has really helped you in working from home, in terms of the great importance of working from home. Please feel free to share it, and then we can get going. So I'm going to be sharing my disadvantages, like, yeah, the things I don't like about working from home. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what apart from we've spoken about mental health. What other thing don't we like about working from home? Siobhan, if you're still here, please share with me. Um, Osekwami has left us. Henrietta, okay, Henrietta doesn't work from home, so yeah. But what are some of the things that you don't like when it comes to working from home? Let me know in the comment section, and then we can keep going. But I'm going to be sharing mine anyways. So let's make it a lot more interactive. Share with me, and yeah, let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. So, working from home, one of the things that I really don't like about working from home is that, okay, Abigail, hey, hi, Abigail, and good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Let me know some of the things that you don't like, or some of the challenges that you have with working from home. Okay, all right, great. True One is still here. Thank you very much, baby. So personally, right, sometimes, not sometimes, like all the time, I forget to shut down. I forget to clock out, like, hey, it's time, I have to stop working. So it's like you even forget that you have to shut down your PC, shut down your, like, close from work, because the fact that you're working from home doesn't mean that you work 24/7. There's a closing time, officially, unless you have not finished your task for the day. Well, for some, you can push as long as it's not priority. But true one, what, you're hungry? I'm sorry. It's getting late. You should get something to eat, okay? Please get something to eat, okay? Yeah. So I sometimes forget to clock out. Like, I have not been able to shut down my PC for a very long time. I just put it to sleep and drop it, and then I just say, oh, I want to um, go and sleep or take a nap. But mostly we forget to, shut down, which is very unhealthy. We get so buried in work, and we even forget to have time for ourselves. I've shared the link in the stream, so feel free if you want to join me, okay? Just feel free if you want to join me. Yeah. We forget to shut down. We forget that it's late, it's 9 p.m. and we have to stop working. Yeah, your body needs that rest as well. So it's one of those things. You tend to forget about you personally, and it's all about what the client needs, what the task is, and you're just up and going like that. So it's really not healthy when it happens like that. Another thing that I realize is that sometimes you feel left out in some of the projects, or you feel left out in some of the things, especially if you are not always checking your emails. Very important. If you communicate via email or you have an official communication tool as an organization, you need to constantly check on it. If you use Microsoft Teams, Skype, Slack, WhatsApp, right, whatever communication tool your company officially uses, emails, you always have to check it and be updated. If you do not check it, you're definitely going to miss out on a lot of things. You go like, what's going on? Am I here? But you see, the difference with working from home is that if you were physically present in the office, you would hear everything. Somebody will remind you, hey, have you heard this? This is the new, like something. You're going to have a conversation about it, and you literally know what is going on because there will be people coming to ask you questions and in person, so you don't get lost at all. But if you're working from home, you need to be updated with everything that is going on around you and be updated with everything. True One says, the challenge I have is personally, I procrastinate a lot. I'm working on it, so working from home, you can imagine. Talking of procrastination, where is this lady? Odame. Yeah, something Odame, a YouTuber. She has always been nailing procrastination is very bad. True One. I'll send it to you. It's true. You tend to procrastinate a lot. You are like, um, you want to do this thing at a later time because it's really not important. I mean, it can wait. As long as nobody's dying, it can wait, right? So you feel like, oh, let me just wait small and just, do it later. I'm always wondering how people who have children, okay, juggle between working from home and um managing or taking care of their children. I can I can imagine what they're going through because I was babysitting my nieces for some time and I was working from home at the same time. I'm sure you guys saw a video of me with my nieces who were all over the place. And it was really hard for me, because I have to wake up early, try to um give them take their shower and all that. So, hey, who wants to join the stream? True. Wait, Harita says, oh, we are both hungry, one and I. Who can send food away? Hey, you people. Why am I suspecting these two girls? Let me add them to the stream.
Hello.
Hi, Harita.
The
You
village
people.
is not going
You
to see you.
people. I was suspecting you.
Now you know.
Where are you
No, you should
girls?
come. Oh, okay, you should come.
You see me? I thought I don't see me. Okay, yeah.
We are
Where are
competing.
you girls? Suspecting the
We are
two of you.
chilling.
Where are you?
We are chilling. We are
We are
sharing our
Hey,
Kempisi.
competing.
without me.
Kempisi.
Henrietta, now double trouble. Double trouble for
You
the
just
two of
we have to
you.
go out. We will. We will. Charlie, what's happening? What are we
What's
talking about?
happening? What's happening on your life?
We
Working
are
from
talking
home.
about working from home.
There's too
I
much
know Henrietta
to.
works physically at her office. A true one, your submissions are giving me an idea that home sometimes.
We can hardly hear you. Why am I showing? Why am I not showing?
Yeah, I think your place is
Okay.
noisy.
Yeah. Do you see me?
Yeah, I see you. I see both of
All right.
you. I see both of you.
Okay. Okay. So, working from home.
Yeah, working from home. For me, even though I
Mm-hmm.
work from work sometimes, as in the office, I also enjoy. Like I said, I don't do very well with routine. Like every day get up. We go to work at 7:30. I mean, imagine every single day you have to. Yeah, it doesn't really work for me. So I like to work from home sometimes. I like to work from, like I said, the beach sometimes. And you know me, Lydia, I'm very spontaneous. So I can pretty much work. Sometimes, like, I'll just get up and say that I need to get out of Accra. That's just what I need right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take my laptop with me and work that way. And so, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what has been working for me, that I can work. And thank God that the part of the work that I'm active with requires me usually not doing physical work, like as in I can have my laptop
Yeah.
and do that. And other people who have to do other things will do that. At this point, it's a bit easier for me to get away from the business because other people can do their work well, and I'm doing well also with delegating. So I don't have to be on top of like every issue for it to be decided on or something. Yeah, so yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't see myself working from home all the time. I can't do it. I'll just
No,
one time I'll
no.
just pause and go and cook. I'll just pause and go and cook.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Pause and
That's
do
my
this,
issue. It's
you
like,
know.
oh, I'm hungry. Let me go and cook something. And it takes you like 1 hour to cook something. And then you're like, oh, I'm so tired. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
rest. Like I can do this
Sleep.
like in the next 2 hours. And then you sleep and it's 6:30 in the evening. And then like,
And you
oh,
are
I'll just do it
gone.
tomorrow. Don't worry. No, don't worry. I'll do it tomorrow. Or sometimes like you're just feeling lazy to even wake up and just go do it.
Yeah,
So
you
I don't
know.
wake up early and then I sleep very late working on that thing that I could have
Mhm.
done in the morning. Like I have to stay up
Right.
and make sure that I do it before the day ends. So that's my struggle.
Mm-hmm.
But
It
I
requires
mean,
a lot of discipline.
yeah,
Serious, a lot of
a lot of
discipline.
discipline to
Yeah.
even wake
You
up
guys are
to
doing
go,
well.
A
Seriously.
yeah, to
lot,
go
a lot
shower and like get ready for work. Ah, that's a lot.
Me,
And
if when I'm working from home, I can get up in the morning first thing and just start working all through. I can brush my teeth like in the evening. Like that's how serious it can get. Because I'm like,
yeah,
I just want to get this work done.
yeah,
I
it's
can wait
true.
until I'm done with everything.
but
I'm like,
but
okay,
you see,
now I can,
but you
you
see,
know.
that's
So
where the discipline
you
comes
need a lot of
in. That's
discipline.
where, yeah, because when every day working from home, I make sure that I shower, I brush my teeth, because it's easy to get lost in doing those things. So once I'm fresh and
Yeah.
everything,
That's true.
I can
That's
work.
true.
The only thing that I have an issue with is the times I have my breakfast, which is so late. Sometimes I can stay up till lunchtime and not eat, and that is
Uh,
always difficult. So the discipline with, because you need your personal hygiene and care and everything, so you can't compromise on those things. Yeah, but it's very easy to
right.
get lost and buried in your work, and then you even
Yeah,
forget that you have to go and buy prepaid, and it's late. You have to go and do this. You have to go and buy this,
I
and you
know.
go and the shops are
Uh-huh.
closed. Like you easily get lost
You
in all
forget.
of
Yeah,
these
it's like,
things.
oh, I have to go buy prepaid.
Damn.
Now it's too late.
Right?
It's not easy. Working from home, it's not easy.
You're doing well.
Great,
You're
great,
doing
great.
Yeah.
well.
And
Seriously.
you've done it
But how
for
do
a very long time, right?
we can get better at working from home? I mean, you can put it in the chat, and then I mean other people can read it or
I
share.
think if you have like an office kind of setup in your home, that would be perfect. So
Mm.
you know that okay, even though it's your house, you still have that
This corner or this
office
space.
feel. So you wake up, you
Mhm.
shower, and then you go to your office to work. But if you are
Right.
just like
Mhm.
on the bed, anywhere in your room, you are working, that's like okay on the bed, then nature is telling you you're on the bed, so you should sleep,
You need to
and
go.
then your eyes start rolling and then you sleep. So definitely, if you have enough space, create like a space, like an office space in your room, then I think that will be much
Mhm.
easier compared to just working from any spots in your room.
Anyway,
Yeah, anywhere.
evermore
Yeah.
media.
Like
So
I
good
stopped
to see
working on
you.
my
It's been a
bed.
while.
I stopped working on my bed
Oh, okay.
because I felt that it was very unhealthy.
Yeah.
Your back hurts and all that.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah, that's
improvise with
true.
my
That's
ironing
very
board.
true.
and I
Ah,
just work. I have a chair, I improvise with my ironing
Okay.
board, and I just work. Just
Ironing
while
board
I'm
tend
sitting.
to the
Yeah, yeah. I
oh,
can't kill myself.
okay. Interesting.
So basically, that's it. If you
Interesting.
can invest in the working space, that is fantastic because your
Yeah,
health
yep,
also
yep.
that's
matters. You
very
can't sit
good.
in your bed, in your posture, and all
Yeah.
that. So it's also very important to take care of all of those things. Yeah. Mm.
And then what
Okay.
else?
Anyway,
You
I
have
am
any
happy
other
that
thing?
you shared your thoughts.
Who's bringing the food to us?
Please, who is bringing the food?
You guys are
Like
chilling
somebody
without
said,
us.
Wait,
oh,
Lydia.
somebody promised us
Yeah,
Lydia, can you hear me? Please,
I can hear you. Sure.
your goat meat jollof is what I
the
want.
ewe jollof.
Your goat meat jollof.
We'll cook it at
I'm
Narrator's
I'm
house.
I'm craving for
Let me
it.
ask this
I
question,
will
please,
kill
Lydia.
myself at Narrator's house.
Lydia, let
Let's
me
do
ask
a
this
cookout.
question. That
Mhm.
the
Okay.
show, how do you say it in ewe? When you put the meat in the oil
Ah,
and then that's how do you say it in ewe?
Ah, that
seriously.
sounds. Is it like that?
I'm not serious.
No, sure, it's
Oh
not
my
ewe.
God.
Please look for the ewe name and come and tell us.
Ah, how else should I? How do you say
Eh?
"voom" in your language?
Anyway, that's just by the
Well,
way.
it's a good meat
So
jollof.
please, we are
We'll
waiting
meet and
for your
do it at
ewe
this
jollof.
house.
Oh. Come
You said
again?
what?
It's not ewe jollof.
Ah,
It's
is it
normal
not
jollof rice.
okay? Normal
Yeah,
jollof
addressing
rice made
food.
by an ewe.
You make
So
me hungry. What is that? You make me
Oh, what
hungry.
do you think of what she said? The
about
cookout, the
I
cookout. We
agree.
could actually do it.
Even
yeah,
this true.
let's
It's a
do the
Lydia,
universal
cookout.
language. Very true. Very true.
True, it's universal language. Evermore. Are you
Lydia,
sure?
Lydia. Let's work on that cookout. No, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
We're gonna,
I mean, for the
yeah,
cookout,
yeah. I'm in too.
I'll
Ewe
cook
jollof.
hot
Yeah.
water.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No
Hey, you this
comments.
girl say.
Sitting here,
No, heavy response.
Okay.
I'll cook hot water. I mean. So let's do it. And that's cool.
Right. So,
Okay. So
are you guys done with your submissions today? I don't want to take so
yes,
much of the time.
Yes,
yes,
please.
please, we
So
are
I
Miss
want you
Lydia.
to leave tips. You talked about planning out your schedule, like having a lot of discipline around
Definitely.
how we should work from home and be very productive. So Evans, welcome to the live stream. Yeah, my number one
Hi,
Canadian
Ivan.
fan. So welcome.
Oh, I thought he was
I
like that.
appreciate you so
Oh
much.
wait, it's
Oh, and
Evans
my
Ever Media. It's Evans Ever Media.
yes,
Yeah,
Evermore Media. That's Evans.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Hi,
yes.
Evans.
Evermore Media.
Evermore.
And
Oh, Evermore.
my super chat is up now. So Abi, you know that. My
Hey,
super chat is
Hey,
up now
Lydia
in
has
life.
ignored
Okay.
us. Okay.
hey, Lydia, we are
Okay,
still here.
Abigail.
We are still here. We are still here. Don't ignore us.
Abigail. Okay,
Okay.
Abigail shared
Lydia,
something.
bye
She said,
bye. We will say our
"Bye, dear.
byes
Thank
soon.
you so much." So Abigail said it's difficult to shut down when working from home, but I love to sit at one place and get things done. Absolutely, it works for me. Great, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So Evans, you're welcome. We've been talking about how we've had to adjust to the whole pandemic and working from home. I established the background that for my organization, we already had a work from home policy before we needed to go on lockdown and all that. So it didn't really affect us. However, we needed to put in a business continuity strategy or plan so that our clients and partners can still know that we are working from home So most of the things were now had to be moved to digital and virtual. We had to do virtual meetings and all that. But basically, we've been sharing our experiences with working from home, the pros. We've talked about the great things that working from home has established, where we are very independent in planning our times, and we are able to just wake up, know what we are supposed to do, plan your schedule, and that puts us a lot into being independent and being your own boss and working from home, as long as you have correct reporting lines, or if you're an entrepreneur, you're like Kwame shared, he said he only reports to his bank account, so he just takes it easy and slow, which is fantastic. Another thing is that you're very productive when you work from home, especially if you have little or less interferences, so, or distractions. So you just realize that you're able to be very productive because one, you're planning your times and you're doing whatever you have to do at a certain time, as long as it's not so routine, but you're getting the work done or the job done. Another thing which was important is that we needed to build on our communication skills and multitasking skills, because working from home puts you in a whole different ballgame altogether, because you are not physically present in the office. This time it's virtual, so your communication lines must be very clear as possible, very concise and precise, so that your recipient of your message will not um, see the message in a different tone or and all that. So you're basically going to be using communication lines, your official communication tools, your calls, your text, your emails, and all that. And so it's very important that you build on that, and multitasking skills, because working from home, you realize that a number of people will be reaching out to you for things, and at the end of the day, even though they are your internal customers, you have to meet their demands before the close of day. And so, yeah, everybody is happy and we are on a level ground and everybody is smiling. So that's another important thing that works very well um, for working from home. And then we looked at the challenges that we had. And the first one that I mentioned was that sometimes you work till it's very late, you forget that you are you forget that you have to shut down, right? So it's very difficult to shut down, and then you're just buried in your work. You forget to eat, forget to have lunch. It's so stressful. Oh wow. Testing Lydia super chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Evans. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you so much. Oh wow. I want to cry. I'm serious, I want to cry. But I thank you so much. My emotional. Oh, Nyamin Shao Bebre, why? Thank you. So you forget that you're working, you forget to have breakfast. In my case, I forget to skip lunch, and I eat lunch very late, and then you end up eating just once in a day and all that, and it takes a toll on you. Another thing is you feel left out, especially if you are not, you know, following up on your communication tools, your email, you're not checking your emails on time, you feel left out in some of these things. So it's very difficult, and so we need to really adjust with working from home. Another thing that I figured was that, which is very, very, very true, or which is very dicey, with working from home, sometimes, okay, it comes across as if you are not working, right? Especially if your work is more operational and then you only report at the end of the week or something. It comes across like you are not pulling your weight, like you're not working, like what are you home doing? I want to see that you are working. I think that is why most people would opt for their employees to work within the office so that they can see that they are working, because they don't trust that they'll work from home. which is something that we need to look up for if you're having a business continuity plan or a work from home policy. You have to really report correctly so that your bosses will know that you are indeed working. At the end of the day, what have you done? What do you suggest or recommend, and all that. So it's very, very tricky for or easy for people to think that you are not doing anything, right? So Evans, please feel free to let me know what your experiences is with working from home, the challenges that you've had, and how great it has been working from home. I'd love to read that from you, or if you want to join the stream, I can share the link again so that um, so that you can join in and then we can talk or you can share your experience. So yeah, basically those have been some of the cons, and another thing that Henrietta mentioned was that you're not able to discipline or look out for yourself in terms of your hygiene, your self-care. These days, even on weekends, we are busy and you're easily caught up with everything that's going on and you really need to keep up, and it's a lot. It gets overwhelming, but you always need to try and find a balance. So that's something that we really would need to take note of. So at this point, we are going to be looking at how we can get better at working from home. I mean, for now to the future, work from home is going to be with us for a very long time. How are we going to adjust um, to working from home? And I wish I could join and share my thoughts, but oh, Evans, great, great, great. That's understandable. I know you would join if you were free. That is very understandable. That is so understandable. Yeah. So basically, going forward, how do we get better at working from home? How do we um, get better? How do we work on ourselves? How do we build on getting better for future so that we are not worn out, we are not drained, and all that? How do we try to build on our working from home um, and all that? Yes. So I wrote down a few things that I would like to share. Um, I mentioned that we have to work on our communication skills and multitasking skills. And one of the things that can help us in working from home is that we need to be as responsive as possible. Very true. We need to be as responsive as possible. So responsive in the sense that you have to be very responsive, basically. Be responsive as possible, because when someone sends, especially when you have SLEs that you need to respond, like you have in your plans or in your productivity agendas. Maybe your emails, you have to respond to your emails within the hour during working hours. You have to respond to return your calls. You have to respond to your chats within specific times. So being responsive means that, oh, you send a message, you're free, just pick it up and, engage the person or engage your colleague or whoever. So that work moves on smoothly. So that is a way of, you know, building on how you can get better at working from home. Being responsive as possible is very important because you have partners, you have people that you work with, your clients, and they're always looking forward to engaging you on certain decisions and all that. So it's very important that you have to be very responsive. You don't have to wait till after 3 days and then there's no email from you, and then your clients are like, hello, any feedback on this, a quick follow up. It doesn't look nice on you, it doesn't look nice on the organization, it doesn't look good on the brand or even your personality. So, I mean, your organization probably has values of we have the customer at heart, we are responsive, we are always there to help you at your service. So, whenever a client or someone reaches out to you, a colleague, and you don't really pick it up or you're not responsive, it kind of shows that you are not working, which goes back to our point for cons of working from home, where people will feel that you're not working because you're not responsive. They call you, they can't get through to you. You've not shared an excuse notice that your lights are out or you're going to go off because you don't have power at home. So yeah, it's very very important that we keep note of all these things. Okay, so they tend to feel that you are not working. So you have to be as responsive as possible, right? Which really would help. And also, being responsive means that whenever you have virtual meetings, you have to keep it professional. The fact that you're working from home doesn't mean that you work any like you dress you look anyhow at a meeting. If it has to be video, you have to look nice, you have to look presentable. Your language must be courteous, your language must be professional. If you're in a meeting with clients, it's very great that you keep up, like keep the normal protocols. The fact that you're working from home doesn't mean that work must not go on. It should go on like you were working physically present in the office. So yeah, it's very very important that we take note of all these things. Ivan says working from home has been fun, but sometimes very frustrating. I'm able to sleep. I'm able to sleep until 9 a.m., get up, brush my teeth, and just start working. Yeah, so cool, like very flexible. You don't have to go drive anywhere, go to work, pick up church or bus, and then Charlie, you're sweating and you get to work, you're stressed out already, and you have to juggle, start work, close from work, you're going back, traffic, and it's so stressful, man. But working from home, great. You can plan your day, wake up at a time, and all that. Yeah. And like we are talking about stress, right? It's very easy to feel stressed, like to feel left out in terms of not taking care of yourself, not eating on time, just sleeping and working, getting buried in your work and not having time for yourself. You look so stressed. You are drained mentally, emotionally, physically, and everything. So you need to find a balance. In as much as you're working for an organization, also look out for your health, yourself. If you have to exercise, do it. If you have to go for walks and enjoy some fresh air and breathe, meditate, do it. Because, see, let's not lie. If God forbid something happens to you today, your company will get a replacement. If you're an entrepreneur and you don't find a balance in taking care of yourself, you're going to leave the job and you're just like, what's going to happen to the job? So you have to take care of yourself. Let's not pretend like it's all good, it's all rosy. It's not always rosy, it's not always cool. Like we're talking about mental health in the beginning. You're always indoors and you are just so drained, your mental health is at stake. You don't have any recreational activity, man. You're gonna die. See, you're all you've got. So work at having time for yourself. I tell my people that, Charlie, at least once a month I should get a pedicure. I need a foot massage. I need to like relax, watch a movie, drink some wine. If you follow me on Twitter, you will see that like that is my safe haven. That's where I want to release all the things on my mind and just be free and just enjoy myself, watch a movie, sip on wine, drink a lot of water, exercise, do yoga, like just take care of your whole self because it's very important. If you don't find a balance, you'll be worn out, you'll be drained, and you won't even know what to do to yourself. So burning out is so real. Ivan shares again that on the other hand, there are things that will take me 5 minutes to do in the office, but takes me 15 minutes to do at home. I know, right? Sometimes my other challenge is my power. Nowadays, ECG takes up the power a lot. So I was just praying that they will not do this thing this evening because I've scheduled a live stream. Or my internet is not working properly. So it's like it's a whole ball game altogether. And it's really difficult. It's really, really, really difficult when something of yours is not working like it should, or you're having internet connectivity issues. And that can be like a major issue apart from power source and then internet, because you work remotely. So you need to always be up and doing and be on the job, so that once they call you, you can really attend to whatever that you need to do. So yeah, sometimes it even takes you longer times to do things from home, but at work, especially because we work remotely. Even as I understand you, let's say that you have some work to do for a client, but it doesn't necessarily depend on you. Someone else needs to fix in something, and then it comes to you, you complete it, and then you hand it over to the client. Now, this is the case where you're working from home. You don't know the list of priorities on your colleague's work, right? And so for your colleague, she's like, okay, I'll get it for you in 30 minutes. And then an hour is gone, and then 2 hours is gone, and you're waiting. But if you were in the office, right, you would just, walk to her desk. Charlie, can you please sort this out for me? I need to give it to the client like in an hour. And so, like, there is that connection, so she can understand and say, okay, okay, let me get it for you in 15 minutes. So, I mean, you buy some time. But working from home, maybe the person has power issues. Maybe the person has gone out to get groceries. Maybe the person has an emergency or something. So you have to plan or arrange with the client that I'm sorry, this will take longer than I expected. And so that is where the communication skills come in, because you cannot expect that the client understands your bottleneck. So in this case, I have to get back to a client in an hour. And that's me buying time for an hour, because I'm foreseeing that maybe my colleague will get this thing for me like in 30 minutes. And then I finish up, it won't take my time. And then first 5 minutes, he gets it. So I've bought enough time. But let's say that I promised him an hour. My colleague has power issues or has an emergency. And then I get to hit a bottleneck. And I'm like, oh, goodness. I can't get this 1 hour. Okay, let me let the clients know. And it's very okay to come clean. See, one thing I've learned about customers is that you have to be very frank and very truthful. Honesty, that's the word. Very honest. Like whenever you hit a snag, just let them know. Oh, hello, I'm so sorry. I've escalated this to the technical team. It was going to take longer than I expected. I really apologize for the inconveniences. I'll get back to you in due time. When you get in touch with the technical person, oh, I got in touch with him. He's going to fix it and hopefully get it to you in 30 minutes and hand it over. Like, keep the person updated with, like, up to speed with your progress. You don't leave the customer just hanging there so that the person's like, I sent these people something 2 days ago. They've not gotten back to me. But if you had not communicated to the client, how will he or she know that you are moving heaven and earth for him? He won't know. You have to communicate. So it's very good that you communicate to them, let them know what you are doing to help resolve their issues, or whatever you are doing. I have power issues, so unfortunately, I'm going to call you once my light comes back. We'll jump on a call and get it sorted out. So you need to always keep your clients or your colleagues updated with what is happening with you. If you have an emergency, quickly report to your boss that I have an emergency. I cannot be available from this time to this time. Hopefully I come back by 2 p.m. and I get to work and work till my work is done for the day, which is great. You don't wait for your boss to need you to do something and you now tell him that, oh, I had an emergency like 3 hours ago. Why didn't you report or tell your boss that you had an emergency 3 hours ago? In that case, your boss will always feel like you are not working, you are not. But you have to come clean and be honest that this, I have an emergency, or I have power issues. My lights are off. Me, I'm always like with my chatting with my colleagues, like, Charlie, my lights are out. Hopefully, when they turn it on, I'm going to spend the rest of the evening working, and I make up for the time that I have been idle doing nothing for work related stuff, right? So it's very important that we always, find a balance and interact with our clients and our colleagues with up to date with whatever that we are going through or is happening to us, right? Another thing that we can do better in working from home is that we need to keep healthy working relationships while working from home, because you're so cut off from your colleagues uh, if you are not working physically in the office. So they are all scattered over the place. And some people are in Kumasi, Takoradi, wherever, but you're working remotely. So it's always great that once a while, you keep up with them out of working, spaces. So, oh, hit them up, what's up, how you doing, do a video call, Charlie, what's up, and catch up. Because if you were working physically in the office, they'll be just thinking you about where they went on the weekend, how they've tried a new recipe, and all of that, which makes it really fun to be with, and you're building on your bonding and having conversations out of work. But right now that we are working from home, how do we help or build healthy relationships with our colleagues? So it's very important that you build that working relationship as it goes on. You have something new you're talking about. There's a new series. You can talk about it like on the chat. Like, hey, there's a new series. Check it out. Fate of what. Just talk about it. Charlie, little gossips here and there. You saw this person. Like, it's fun. It helps you know that, okay, this person doesn't always look out for me. Apart from work, because let's be honest, they only come to you when they need your help with work. So even when they are checking up on you, you think they want to give you work to do. Because I will be checking up on my colleagues randomly, and then they are like, Essie, what do you want? What do you want me to do for you? I'm like, nothing. I don't have any task for you. I'm just checking up on you. How is working from home like, you know? So they are like, are you sure? Like, that kind of thing. They're always in doubt. So that's how, it's been. And so it's great to keep up with your colleagues. Should be told, there's nothing like working with people. Oh yes, you can't underestimate the physical interaction. It's plays a different role, even with customer experience or customer service. When you're working with people, when they're seeing you, they're engaging you physically, it's it's different from when you're relating to them virtually, because sometimes they even misinterpret your communication lines. They You say something else, they are doing something else, and they are frustrated. But if they are in front of you, you're able to diagnose what you're doing. You can tell from their body language. You can literally see that this is what they are doing. So it's very, you know, easy for you to adjust with people when you can't see them physically. But virtually, how do you find that balance and all that? Um so True One says the vibe, the gossips, so that's how you build on your working relationship with your colleagues, even if you're not present in the office. Remotely, let's jump on a Teams call, gossip about not work related stuff. So yeah, it's cool. Like, yes, I agree with Evans. Evans is saying that you miss going out for lunch. Gosh, good. Yeah, once a while you can eat sushi for lunch. That is so true. I miss going to the movies with my colleagues. We used to plan this movie. thing at least once a month or twice a month. You go to the movies to watch a movie, laugh out loud, and release all the stress. And it was really helpful. Also, it helps bond, build that relationship. You're bonding and everything, and you care about others even out of work. So it's very important. Hi, Williams World. Yeah. Yes, I connected with you today, I think, today or yesterday. Welcome to my live stream. I appreciate you so very much. So, Bullet, tell me, if you're working from home, what are some of your challenges? How do you feel that we can get better at working from home? And yeah, basically, yeah, thanks so much for joining here. I really appreciate this. Yes. So, like I was saying, you have to find a balance, build healthy working relationships while you're working from home. So, one of the things, or the last things that I would say, is that how do we stay healthy? Our well being, our self care, our eating habits. We sit long hours. We barely get up to walk unless we have to go to the kitchen or go to the washroom or go down the stairs, go get groceries. That's the only time we walk. How consciously do we try to inculcate healthy practices while we are working from home? That's going to be my last point. So we are working from home. How do we build um, on our what do you call it? On our healthy habits, self-care? How do we take care of ourselves while we're working from home? Hi, Kojo Edem. Good to see you. Good to see you. Have been working from home. Once a while, you work out of the house. Tell us how it's been for you. How are clients treating you? Do you have meetings in person or virtually with your clients in terms of photography or anything? You're a photographer, voiceover artist, and all that. So share with us how working from home is for you and how you inculcate your digital, work in your dealing with clients. Okay. Yeah, welcome, Williet. So Williet says, lucky you, working from home. I have to be physically at work anytime I have a schedule. Yeah, great. I mentioned in my background that there are some organizations that deliver services that they need to be physically present um to work or deliver their operations or deliver the services. So manufacturing, I said hospitality, um yeah, other things, banks, yeah, banking, and yeah, basically food, like that's hospitality. Yeah, so you really need to be present. So yeah, but William, how did you deal with the lockdown? I don't know if you had a lockdown from your end, or where are you reaching out from? I think it's Germany. I'm not sure, but I think it's Germany when I watched your last video. um, so I'm just thinking, when during the lockdown, how did you deal with it? Were you still going to work, or you had to be home for some time and all that? So most hotels are closed and we are open. I envy them. Charlie, don't envy them. Oh, how would they make the money? How would they pay their employees? It can be hard closing down hotels. I know in Ghana, a lot of the hospitality industry has been hit by COVID, and so they had to close down, pay off workers, and it's been so hard. It's been really hard, but I mean, you still have your job, so why not? You'll be smiling to the bank. Okay, so Evans is helping us here with how we can get better with working from home. Take a 15 minutes break every 2 hours or so. That's not bad at all. 15 minutes break to do some stretches, I guess. I try to do some stretches here and I just felt it. I just felt it. I need to do some stretches before I go to bed. And I tried to inculcate yoga because I found it very difficult to sleep. I can be on up all the night. I find it very difficult to sleep, very difficult to wake up. So I did a little research. I found that yoga is a solution. I tried postures, I tried to stretch a lot. And then I figured out that I've been sitting for so long, getting buried with work. And you see, it got to a time, I did mention that when you're working, you don't take care of yourselves. And God forbid you die today, the work is still going to go on. So take care of you. I try to not work long hours. I try to eat on time, which I'm still trying to do, you know. I try to also be there for family because you can't just be working and not taking care of your family. They need you, you need them. Take care of your family. It's not always about the work, Charlie. And your mental health. You know, we're talking about mental health initially, where we spend so much indoors and we don't go out, we don't meet with friends, we are boring. So mental health is very important. If you're going through anything, find someone that you know you can talk to. Mental health is not just that you are mad, like you are crazy, you are walking on the street. No, we all have our days. I have gone through that phase sometime, and you really need, if it's a counselor, you need to talk to somebody, you need to, somebody you can confide in that you trust, and then you can get your life back going because you hit a snag and it's taking a toll on you. You have relationship issues and it's affecting you productive it's affecting your productivity, it's affecting your relationships with your colleagues or your friends, it's affecting work. And a lot of things affect us directly or indirectly that we don't even notice. You are not eating well, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going checking your hair, you're not doing your hair, you're not getting a pedicure, a foot massage. You really, really, really need to take care of yourself as much as you're working extra hard, extra hours. So it's very, very important. Like, you need to be alive. You really need to be alive. So yeah, if you have kids, take care of them, be there for them, and find that balance in working. My last two videos or so, where because of COVID, we really don't get time to take care of our beauty needs. You need it. Go for a facial, drink a lot of water, eat on time, eat more fruits and vegetables, go to the salon and get your hair done, you know, do a manicure. Like, treat yourself. You need it. You need it. Find time to relax, to read, to watch a movie, to, satisfy a craving, you know, just those little things. And so it's not too hard. Don't be too hard on yourself because you're working from home. You have to kill yourself and you're not making time for yourself, which can be very, 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 very bad and unhealthy. It's really toxic. So it's very bad. Okay, Willette is sharing this with us. Yes, I'm in Germany. I took a year break after I had my baby, and that was when Koro became a thing. Our hotel is fortunate to be open because we are a business branch and cater to business trip. Oh, okay. That's good. Wow, you took a year. That's good. I mean, those are some of the sacrifices that um, we individually will put in place to be there for a family, take a year break, take a 6 months break, take some time off work to be there for a family and friends who need our support. And so, yeah, and you really need to find a balance. And, relationship issues are here. You have activities, church, you have to be there to support a friend who is bereaved. So all of these things are pulling you here and there, and you sometimes realize that you are there for people all the time and you're never there for yourself, and that is where you need to find that balance and make time for you. My partner is the one fortunate to be in home office. I really don't know how he handles it. Oh, okay. Maybe you should find out from him how he works from home, how it's been for him. I'm sure he has his own challenges. I'm sure he works longer hours. He even forgets to eat. He forgets to he forgets to eat on time. You come home and he's just all stressed, and it's like he doesn't even want to talk to you. It's crazy. But I mean, you really, really need to find a balance. You really, really need to find a balance at some point, and then get to talk. Talking is very important. Like I was saying that we don't really talk to people when we are going through something and we feel that we are going to be a bother or something. But for all you know, someone is just listening, waiting to listen to you and all that to you. So you have to really communicate, right? I sometimes get some of our clients or partners who will check up on me randomly. And I'm like, like I pick the call and I'm expecting, oh, can I get this? I need you to do this and this for me. And it's not coming. I'm like, yes, what's up? Oh, you called to check on me. Really? You don't need me to do anything? Are you sure? So like I'm in doubt. And so that's basically it. Yeah, guys, please remember to like this video, like this video, like this video. It will be so helpful. So yeah, those are some of the things. So you sometimes see people and you think that they come to give you work to do, but maybe they're just checking up on you, and it's so hard to believe sometimes. You probably think that is they need work or they are going to give you work to do. Yeah. So basically, those are some of the things that we need to um Oh, okay, great. You have a driving lesson. Oh, all the best, baby girl. All the best, all the best, all the best. Go make me proud, okay? Take care too. Kisses to your son. All right. Kisses to your son. Hey, I didn't even know if it's a son, no, but he said baby. Sorry. I don't know how I assumed it was a boy. But thank you so much for joining in Willet's World. Thank you very much. Yeah. So basically, that's it. You really need to take care of you. I think I've touched on everything that I wanted to touch on today. We've talked about the pros of working from home, the good things that come with it, the disadvantages, and you know, how we can get better at working from home, the things we need to inculcate in our lives that would help us. I don't want to take much of your time today. We've done over an hour. So it's been really, 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 really great having you all here today. And I really, really, really appreciate, like, I don't take this for granted at all. I appreciate all of you. I'm glad that you made time to be here, and I don't take it lightly at all. I don't. Anyway, I have a video coming up this Friday. So I think I should stop scheduling my videos. Just for shaggy reasons, I should stop scheduling my videos. But yeah, so let's keep the conversation going. It's up in my community tab. So let's just keep this going and let's see how we can get better at working from home. I may come up with another conversation later on. I have a lot of things that we want to talk about, corporate stuff. Yeah. So I appreciate all of you, man. I wish I could hug all of you individually, but now they say no hugging, and it's getting to me because I love hugs. I'm a hugger. And you meet people and sometimes you hug and you're like, hey, Corona. Oh." We forget ourselves, man. But Charlie, it's been great talking to you. Oh, Shuwan is fine. I hope you got something to eat. I hope you got something to eat. Please, please, please eat something, okay? And so like it's been great having you all here. I don't take this lightly at all. So thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much. And I'm just gonna call it a night at this point. Thank you, Truvon. Thank you, Willet's World. Thank you, Kojo Edem. Thank you, Evans, my number one Canadian fan. I've gotten a Germany friend, Willet. Thank you so much. Everybody who joined in earlier, Truvon, Henrietta, Belinda. Oh, Evans, thanks for the super chat. Wow, wow, wow. You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Thanks so much, Abigail, Belinda. Oh, Osei Kwame. Yes, Osei Kwame joined earlier. Thank you very, 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 very much. Oh, yes, Desire Danso. I so appreciate you so, so much. Lifestyle by RNA. Charlie, you all are amazing. Guys, I love you. Mwah. Keep being awesome and God bless you all. Bye bye. Bye, guys. Oh, mwah, Henrietta, I see you. True one, I see you. Kisses. Bye, guys.